Over here in the upper left corner, we have our Zerg player, the late game legend. He is
Azubu Symbol.
And in the bottom right, the player who refuses to die whenever he's in a GSL, his ID is
MVP King.
That'd be pretty safe to say about both of them.
Actually, that is true.
You know, I never cared for the letter K, but again, in this font, pretty good.
Well, they have cross spots right now on Whirlwind. This is a great map for Symbol.
Yeah, this is actually, you're exactly right. I think in cross spots here, this is going to be very tough for King because he has to do some damage early on, because if we get into that late game, Symbol's shown us on this map, any Zerg has shown us on this map in these spots, they're going to do a very good job. You get that creep spread out there, Mutiling Bane can be very hard to deal with.
Yeah, it really can. So, we are going to have to wait and see as they each open up. Would not be, well, obviously Keen's going to go for a quick command center here at 400 minerals.
Waits for 400 minerals, build 2 racks, then builds a 3rd.
It's like super meta.
Yeah.
It's meta only to the casters. I'm like, well, I wasn't expecting that one.
All right, so we're going to have a couple minutes here, Tasteless.
We are.
You've been pretty funny today.
Yeah, I'm okay. I don't think today's my best casting day, but
no, but you've been pretty funny. You've been making me laugh a lot.
Thank you, Artosis.
Thank you for that. Make me laugh.
You want me to say something else funny now?
Yeah.
Let me think of something to talk about.
We'll say something funny.
All right.
Make me laugh. You're a joker, right?
Hold on, something's going to come. What? Well, let's talk about cartoons.
We do that a lot. All right. Which cartoon?
I'm going to go with Ninja Turtles.
So
the original
cartoon, yeah. Well, the original. I would never watch that new.
Oh, that stuff's trash.
What is that?
That stuff's trash.
That's
man.
like spray painting the Mona Lisa.
That is actually.
Which is something only a foot soldier would do.
I wonder how much that franchise is actually made.
Ready? Hot or not? April O'Neil.
You know what? I'm going to go with hot.
All right.
April O'Neil is hot.
All right. There you go.
I don't know. The yellow jumpsuit is not totally my style.
Well, look, it's in 80s style.
It is. That's true. You got to
She's a
go
lady
with the time
of the
period.
80s.
Yeah.
So what do you want? I mean,
we've talked about this before, but you've seen the movie, right? Not the animated, but
yeah,
the movie's actually awesome too.
Yeah, there was like 2 or 3. I can't remember, but
I think there were 3, but the third one was like not in theaters or something like that.
Oh, okay. I might have just seen the first 2 then. I'm not 100%.
You definitely saw the first 2. The first one's epic.
Yeah.
There's that place. Like, I knew I was going to be a foot soldier when I found out what Shredder's lair was like, and that.
Of course.
I'm like, these guys just like skateboard and smoke cigarettes and play games. Like, the Turtles got it all wrong.
They based the foot soldier off you, Tasteless. You travel back in time in your Shredder.
You know what's actually sad though? Whenever you take these,
I travel back in time and I'm Splinter.
For that show I've been doing, Try Hard.
Yeah.
For that, it's weird because when you get these franchises, you'll see this with Batman, for instance, or with the Ninja Turtles, is they'll take a storyline and then they'll make a few alterations in it. Like when I was playing Ninja Turtles on Nintendo, like hardly any of the bad guys are actually from the series. I'm like, what is this? It's like guy with chainsaw. Like I'm fighting. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, shouldn't it just like all be the Foot Clan and the Rock guys from Dimension X?
Yeah.
And they'll do this with like
I forgot about those Rock guys from Dimension X.
Yep, they're from Krang's planet.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it's a dimension, so I wouldn't.
You can actually go to YouTube and type in Krang Dimension X and get every clip of him saying Dimension X.
Really?
It's actually really funny. You realize how funny the voice actor is because he gets more dramatic every scene he says it. It's actually hilarious.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually so funny.
So we got something to actually talk about now in this game. This was a pretty passive opening here. He's going to go for heavy macro here.
Yeah,
so Keen's trying to beat Symbol at his own game.
You know, it's just like before with the speed overlording, Zergling speed to make sure you stay alive. This is exactly what Symbol did here before. And then the Reactored Hellion, well, actually, it's more than Reactored Hellion at this point, but he went for the 3 command centers quite quickly and is now going for the 2 factory Blue Flame with Reactored Hellion. And this is Like, quite a good choice, but this is why Overlord Speed was created, because Symbol doesn't want to lose something like this. Now, Symbol can easily throw up like a Roach Warren. That's what I expect to see. There it is.
There it is.
And now he's just going to finish walls. He's got to be really careful about sending drones to the third.
Yeah, don't forget about that last game we saw, guys.
Yeah.
A lot of drones died.
Now that he knows that this is coming and he's had an opening like this, Symbol should be able to easily stop this. And you can see Keen. He's if he had Chrono Boost, he'd be going on Stim right now.
All right, he's coming up here now with the Hellions, and actually completely deflected there. Very nicely done by Symbol. Symbol's definitely adjusted to the situations that Keen has posed here.
Yeah, this definitely is going to be an uphill battle for Keen now. He's got these 2 factories. What does he do with these 2 factories is the question. Does he continue Hellions? No, I don't think so. He should let Blue Flame finish, but I think he should actually go, like, grab a Siege tank or 2 and then switch into Widow Mines, like mass Widow Mine production, because I think that's...
Widow Mines are actually very good on this map because it's so... initially you'd think, like, with Baneling landmines as well, isn't it so big it's hard to actually get lucky and have them hit? But that's the beauty of it, is there's so much surface area on the map to try to check for that you actually probably will end up getting lucky on this map more often than you will on a small map where there's only so many paths they have to the opposing base.
Yeah. So, this... It's weird to see Keen. He has this set rotation of builds that he's always used, Like, he'll use... That's why I was talking about Marauders before. He'll use some of those. He hasn't really used them today, but for instance, this build, this is back when Life was completely unbeatable. The only Terran that beat him was Keen in the GSTL with this exact
Oh, you know what? That's true.
Yeah, on Daybreak. And, like, that was literally when nobody could beat Life. But then Keen is like, well, this is where it counts. Yep. I'm using this build again. It's actually... I feel like I see more and more patterns out of Keen, even though he gets better and better.
Keen is a constantly evolving player. And I like that every time he goes into a tournament, he approaches it for where he's at with his skill and the tools he has necessary. It's nice. He's pretty dynamic. I'm interested in seeing, like, in the next seasons to come, let's just say that he gets eliminated here, which is possible. We'll see. If he comes back and does not have that overly aggressive, I'm on the map a little bit too much when I have a lead style. There's somebody who's, example, somebody who's, like, just perfect about stuff like this is, you'll see, like, with Flash or MVP as far as Terrans go, where they get the lead and they're like, no, I'm not going to make it possible to lose.
Yeah. I love you play like that.
I am actually just going to go back and turtle.
Ryung is very good at that as well.
Oh, yeah, Ryung's another great example of that.
Well, as we see from the income, Symbol is leading a bit on his 4 bases, but the Mule's helping Keen to kind of keep even for now.
Yeah.
It is 83 drones to 68 SCVs, so definitely a lead there for a Zerg player. And he's really getting everything that he wants. It's like Christmas in Zerg land.
You got you got to wonder, though, even if Symbol wins this, is he going to be fatigued going into the next best of 3,
Well, I don't think so. I think he's going to be more warmed up than anything else. Because, he's played a good amount today, but Symbol doesn't accept going out in the round of 32.
I do feel like, I really feel like, honestly, Keen is like a lesser good version of Reality when it comes to this play style in late game.
Yeah, in late game, absolutely. I would agree with that 100%. I would say in the early game, maybe Keen's a bit stronger, so...
Yeah, I would agree with that.
If only they could combine their forces and become Captain MVP.
Now we got the Muta's now going to come down here, go into the main, and it looks like Terrence is going to keep pushing forward here. Now let's see if this is a mistake or not.
It's a pretty scary army that Keen is pushing forward with. Now, the Mutila's counterattack is a little bit dangerous as well because he doesn't have as much damage output to kill this with. But
with all these Hellions here with the army, the Banelings and Zerglings are going to have a much harder time doing the damage coupled with those Mutas. Whoa!
Ooh. Well, he
really
gets rid of the Widow Mines. I don't think there's any Widow Mines left in there. So he can actually just kind of engage it, but the Blue Flame Hellions are going to make it very hard for Zerglings to do anything here.
All right, he's coming down now. A nice surround. The Mutas are not here to help out, and they're still a small remainder of this Terran army, but with the Mutas now coming up, he can clean this up and do so with ease.
He's going to kill up every single Marine. A few of these units going to run back to the reinforcements. The medevacs boost back as well.
Now, this is the moment of truth here, guys. Is Keen on the right page, or is he overextending again, as we saw him do in Game 1 and Game 2 here in this series? The drone's now on the move, running out right now. This hatch should be gunned down.
And that hatchery will, in fact, go down, Tasteless, as you do say. That is a big move right there, getting the Mutiling Bane player down to 3 bases.
Yep.
Keen is starting to punch through.
And, you know, it looks like Keen may go back and regroup here. Now, here's where he might be making a mistake, though. Doing these drops like this, it's very easy for the Terran to end up with a stifled medevac count. Even though he's producing the whole time, they just keep getting killed off with these drops.
Yeah, you really want 10, 12 medevacs together. If you get that many, you heal so quickly. But
yeah, and you're allowed to sim even just to encourage mutas to run away.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Keaton is continuing to push forward here. And Symbol pushing forward as well. A lot of Banelings rolling in. Where are the Widow Mines? I just don't see many. And
I don't see any.
This all connects.
And again here, I feel like, yeah, we've seen a very consistent pattern of Keen just being out too much here on the map.
A little bit too far.
He killed off that base. He should have gotten the hell out of there and gone back home.
Right now, Symbol's trying to take 2 bases to make up for it.
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of like that. It's a cute little move, throwing that Widow Mine right there.
He spots it.
No biggie. Quick Overseer's going to help out with that as well. We actually have Symbol finally going up to Hive Tech as well, but look at this. It's 1-1 against 2-2. That's actually something that I hadn't noticed for a moment. This is a really, really big deal, but luckily for him, Keen hasn't started 3-3. Because if Keen starts 3-3 and gets that while he's on 1-1, it's like Banelings can't even kill Marines anymore. You just stim an attack move. Like,
All right, we have Banelings about to finish up. Morphine over here. Note that Keen is now maxed out, but Symbol is not far behind.
Keen is going for it again, Tasteless. I see his units all kind of gathering on the map. They're pushing across the creep a little bit more. Looks like he's going to go after a different base. I don't think he actually knows about that base on the side, so he's going to be going up towards his third, but this third is not very attackable, I don't think.
All right, the Lings and Banelings coming down here now. And again, I don't think that there's any way that Keen can win this engagement. He's lucky those medevacs have the boost on them. You know, or Symbol would already have an even bigger lead here.
I think we just don't see enough Widow Mines out of Keen. You really need a bit more than that to make Symbol scared to even attack it. Wow, that was pretty good. Congo line of Banelings all being taken out. But really, the Widow Mines are a big deal. If you don't have enough, the Zerglings run in, surround your army, and that's it.
Considering Keen's opener, I mean, he should have a lot of Widow Mines. He was going for hardcore Hellions.
Thing is, we actually have Symbol consistently targeting them down. Like, he is, every instance that he sees them, he kills them with his mutas.
Yep.
And it's really working out for him to keep those so low in count.
And these are quitter Banelings over here. They're like, nah, you know what? I like life.
Yeah. So then we'll take Siege Tank hits.
Now you see the Marines now moving up here. And it's a tough situation here because Keen right now doesn't know the supply here for Symbol at all. But he does know that he's lost map control. He's trying to edge out here, but every time he gets past that halfway marker in the middle of the map, Symbol starts to wipe him out. Is he going to get that?
Oh my God! Are those Widow Mines? Did those Widow Mines hit the mutas? Okay, no.
Nope.
No. Okay, they didn't. Sorry, we don't have a preview.
Yeah, we don't have a preview PC today. It was crashing, so.
But oh, nice drop here from Keen, taking out that 5th base. In the meantime, does do a drop, kind of wasted in the main, but the mutas with the counterattack. Ooh, I love that. Taking out the tech or the reactor there is really going to limit the Widow Mines coming out.
All right, Keen again picking up right now. The command center under attack right now, but the Marines are barely going to save it. And again, he wants to be careful with that group of medevacs up there. That on the way back here, he can get this back home safely.
This Mutilus Swarm doing a very good job controlling the map. Moving around. Uh-oh! Well.
Yeah, that was bad.
That can happen when you don't have an Overseer with you.
Yeah.
Pretty big deal right there. His Mutilus count falling drastically. He's adding 7 more, but this is kind of turning into the other games that we were seeing, where he keeps losing mutas. He could have 40 by now pretty easy, but instead he's about to have 21 again.
Yeah.
And that's where he's been fluttering over, 20-ish or so.
It looks like with Symbol down now in supply, he now can push out on the map. Terran is not privy to the fact that Symbol's taking the left-hand base here, but that might not matter because if Keen can get up here and take out this hatchery, that could be more than enough to give him that lead. The 4th base here for Keen is already up and running. Oh my God!
Okay.
Oh, that could have been it.
It still was a little bit painful. Lost more lings than he wanted to, but yeah, if those hit the banelings, the game would be over, I would say.
Yeah, for sure.
But as of right now, he is trying with this counterattack. Can Symbol get it done? Baneling's still rolling forward, killing quite a bit. But Keen is doing a great job, even has counter drops going on.
All right, he's cleaning up right now. And it looks like Keen is still... Well, this is a funky game because now the supplies have even out a little bit here. Looks like he's actually going to get the spawning pool.
The big problem
which matters a lot in moments like this because the Berserk has a lot of minerals.
Which he does.
Which he could have used to make lings here in this moment. The mutas are finally going to come back here.
Oh God, he's lost so many mutas. I think he flew over Widowmine or something during that. This is so painful. He's down to 7 mutas. And Keen's on 4 bases. I don't think that this is doable anymore for Symbol.
I think Symbol's going to get bled out here.
Oh my God, and it is 3-3 versus 1-1, which is why we keep seeing those banelings not even connect. Oh God,
that'll do it.
He just started 2-2. Yep. Oh, Symbol, I am so sorry.
I think even if Symbol wins this, I don't know if he's going to be focused enough to go into the next best of 3,
We'll see how he does in Code A. Challenge, really.
Yeah.
See if he can maybe fight his way out. I think he will because he's Symbol. I think that's not going to be an issue.
But it's 117 supply to 173 supply. He's taking out all these mutas. And yeah, this could be the tipping point. By the way, hold that thought.
Going to kill some SCVs there at least.
All right, not enough though.
No.
And he did just kill this expansion over here in the center left.
This is literally it. I think Symbol is probably just gathering himself mentally with the fact that he's getting last in his group after so many seasons of not falling out of Code S.
The tragedy of Symbol continues here.
Mm-hmm. And it's getting even more tragic, Tasteless.
And this, I think, is the point of no return right now.
Symbol and Keen both poisoned themselves at the same time, Tasteless, but Keen took the antidote. And that's it. GG.
Symbol is out. He is the first out here in Group B. Keen's story continues, but will it continue past today?
Well, he has to go against reality in TVT, and while Keen has some pretty good TVT, I always have to give the edge to someone like Reality that was a Brood War Terran for so long.
Yeah, and Reality looks a little bit cleaner.
Yeah, mechanically speaking, he does.
He's very good at engaging when he's on the map, tactically, but I think that's why we see Keen do better against Protoss. But,
yeah.
But, I'll see how that does.
Yeah,
I mean,
he is a more tactical player. He's more down and dirty. He plays in the mud like Pig Baby or something like that. Whereas Reality is more of a macro-ish type Terran with a lot of multitasking. So
yeah, Reality is just overall a little bit cleaner when you see him in the late game. But who knows? We're going to go to that next match, our final match here for today after this short break. So stay tuned.